Okay, so I did want to know from you, which is I'm sure your favorite subject to talk about right now. How are you feeling about Jew shit? Like right now, you said you can make everything funny. I think that with the state of the world, it's a really difficult thing to make funny.
Yeah.
And also, you're getting heckled on stage when you're not even bringing up the Middle East. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Well, the clip that went viral about the woman screaming "Free Palestine" in my set was actually like it's an old clip. It's funny that that happened. So that went viral again, I guess. But I didn't. That was just like that was an old clip that I just kind of was like. I thought I was pretty gentle with her. I just thought it was funny to yell out. I'm making a public statement, and I think I said at the Omaha Funny Bone. Like I was playing a fucking comedy club. Like, all right, I guess this is the big gig in town tonight. I don't know, but I think, as I said, anything's funny. I've done a couple jokes about what's going on, but like they're not really strong enough to make the act. So it's not off limits. It's just like if I go there, I do feel attention, which I'm fine with, but then the payoff has got to be worth it. And I think with these jokes, they are glad they went there on these topics. So I want to stay true to that model of jokes, and I don't want to put people off for the sake of putting them off. So
Right.
if I come up with a good joke, then I'll tell it. But it's tough because it's ongoing. What's going on right now? It's
Right.
not like it's like if 9/11 it's just kept going. So it's hard to be like, hey, do you see what happened with 9/11 today? And they're just like, what? You're a fucking asshole. So it takes a second. I did a Boston bombing joke, I think, like 2 days after, and I remember the tension and how tight the room was at the
In
Comedy Cellar.
Boston?
I did it in New York. I did it in my half-hour special in Boston, and it fucking bombed, no pun intended, in Boston. But in the Cellar, it fucking murdered. And I paused. I said, man, I was so mad what happened. I got so upset when I saw what happened in Boston, and I could just feel the tension. I go, because my first thought was me and my brother, we don't do anything together anymore. And that crushed at the Cellar. And I was like, wow, that release was huge. And then I did it to Boston, and I think they were just tight.
Yeah.
And then I got it back, but I was like, wow, they didn't love that one. But I've told it in Boston since. It does fine. It was, I think, that setting. It wasn't like a perfect joke. It was just like a good topical one, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Boston girl, and that wouldn't have upset me, but I definitely think it's probably about choosing your timing. Do you, when you like are up at night thinking about this, is there a joke that haunts you or something that you're like, that really bombed? Why did I do that?
No, I mean, there's sets that I'm like, I wish went better, but like, no, jokes are supposed to miss. I mean, if you're doing new stuff, you're gonna miss, and that's fine. You got to shake it off. It's like I think it's like an athlete having a bad shooting night. You're like, all right, well, they usually go in, so I'm going to keep shooting. You can't focus on misses really. You just have to be like, well, can I change this? Can I alter this, or is it just a goner?
Yeah, it's just like, and so you getting parts to a car, just kind of building it up. Yep, exactly.